Okay, guys, so Corona, not the best topic.
Beer?
Are we doing the beer joke?
We're doing the beer PNG.
Okay, we're putting the beer PNG there, but let's be real, not the best thing to be laughing about. It has been happening since like the end of December. It's now become quite the thing.
And now finally, guys, it's hitting us where it really hurts, where it really matters. Video games. Coronavirus has had an extremely disruptive impact on the world of video games.
Because that's what matters,
That's
guys.
what really
The
counts.
games.
And it turns out that got way worse today with the announcement that Sony is going to be pulling out of PAX East, and it's going to be delaying the reveal of more Last of Us gameplay. There's a lot more to be said.
There's a lot more to be
Even
said.
though we've just given you most of the news, please stick around after the drop. Don't go anywhere, please.
Sony's pull-out game is strong.
So guys, obviously, we like to joke around. We do. We've joked around about...
Especially about pandemic viruses, guys.
That's right.
That's what we do.
We did that on Laymen Live, but it is obviously extremely serious. So, do the thing where you find out the information from your local health authorities about how to stay safe and do all that stuff. Be informed.
Yes.
But look, today we're going to talk about what's happening in the world of video games, because coronavirus has had an impact on this world. You might have heard recently that pretty much every esport tournament in China has been cancelled as a result of this, or moved. So recently, Blizzard took the decision to move some of its Overwatch games from China to Seoul, and if you look, there's a list of literally like nearly 24 esports events in China that have been canned as a result of coronavirus.
Yeah, and just off the back of that, there's also now production shortages for Nintendo Switch off this whole corona situation. There's also talks with manufacturing issues potentially in the future with the new consoles that are coming out at the end of the year.
Many outlets have actually flagged, like finance outlets have flagged that we may see a delay to PS5 and Series X, or we may see extreme shortages of them at launch because of Chinese manufacturing. And just to be clear on this, you're like, well, it's so long until they release, surely they can catch up. The way it works with these things with Chinese factories is that they make this one thing, and then they make this next thing, and then they make that thing. So, like, if Sony's PlayStation 5 was at the end of that chain, they still need to make these other things first. The whole thing gets delayed, and that's why we may see big shortages of those new consoles.
And there's also games now that are being delayed, like the actual port of the Outer Worlds to Switch. Looks like that's been delayed because their offices have been closed.
They
for
were
a
in
period of
Singapore,
time.
and they were closed for a period of time as well. I think they're still closed actually. So this is having a very big impact already, but it's having a big impact today because Sony announced that they are pulling out of PAX East, and they will not have a booth there. They offered this statement. Update, today Sony Interactive Entertainment made the decision to cancel its participation at PAX East in Boston this year due to increasing concerns related to coronavirus, right? I'm not going to call that other thing. COVID-19.
God, that sounds like something like Umbrella Corp of Resident Evil.
Well, let's not talk about the Umbrella Corp connection. Let's not go there. We felt this was the safest option as the situation is changing daily. We are disappointed to cancel our participation in this event, but the health and safety of our global workforce is our highest concern.
Okay, guys, so look, who cares? We're going to show a bit of gameplay of something. What was going to be playable? What, Dreams? God of War, it's already come out. What else are they going to show?
Last of Us 2?
What, it's playable?
It was going to be playable at the show.
That wasn't scripted, everybody.
This is actually going to be... That's right, nice acting. 10 out of 10, acting 100.
Acting 100, everybody.
So this is actually going to be pretty much the first time in the world that people go hands-on with The Last of Us. That would have been available to the public, not just the press. It's a really big deal to not have this happen. Because a lot of people being able to go hands-on with it, that's huge, right? So Naughty Dog actually released a statement on this. Here's what they said on Twitter. We're so sad to have to miss PAX East. We're really looking forward to meeting you and seeing your reactions to the demo. Although we know this makes the wait until May 29 a bit harder, we appreciate your understanding. Don't worry, we'll have more to share closer to launch.
That's crazy, yeah. I mean, that is... the thing is, it doesn't sound like also that they're going to be showing anything now before launch. I mean, this was going to be their big moment to, drop a demo and then drop some new gameplay and talk about this thing. I would have thought in that tweet they would have given some sort of time frame of still showing that new content, but they're not doing it. So,
I totally agree. Look, we may see a trailer dropped on, Sony's official channel in the next few days. Who knows? We get a surprise bit of gameplay. But for now, we know that there are no immediate plans to do that. They did not foreshadow that in this tweet, and we know that the hands-on session is cancelled, which really sucks. I know a lot of people are very excited for Last of Us. We are, of course. We're huge,
we love
huge Last of Us fans.
But I would have expected at least some sort of like Sony Direct to really show this, because this is like their flagship title this year. There's nothing else
this
before.
and Ghost of Tsushima.
And that feels more next gen gen now in terms of what they're...
this gen.
Is it? Oh, okay, cool. But look, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what they do there. But like for me, that's really shaking the confidence of this whole kind of event. You know, it's like the biggest... it's going to be like the biggest company at PAX East, or one of the biggest companies.
Yeah.
They've pulled out. I'm sure a lot of other companies now are sitting there going... Shit, should we pull out too? Because if the biggest one's out, we should maybe do the same.
Everyone's pulling out. GDC actually, funnily enough, which is the Game Developers Conference, which is in San Francisco at the beginning of March, has actually recently taken some steps in relation to coronavirus. They've said that no Chinese exhibitors are putting on, like, are going to be attending the show, right? Yeah. So if you're a Chinese developer, you're flying in from mainland China, you're not allowed to attend the show. If it's a Chinese company, they are sending representatives from other countries. So like if Tencent has representatives that work in New York, then they will send people from New York, but they will not send anyone from mainland China to GDC. That's completely locked down. So, and GDC actually issued this statement to say, hey guys, we're doing what we can about coronavirus. We're taking it very seriously.
I think it's good that they are trying to put steps in place because, look, I mean, I feel like at this moment there's a lot of big gatherings or big events that people are a bit worried to go to. You know, that's the reality now. I think E3 is, 4 or 5 months away, but we're already seeing this from the start of Jan from 400 cases to in the middle of Feb, 75,000 cases. What is it going to be at E3? It's either going to hopefully there's a vaccine and it's not a big worry, or it's just going to get a lot worse. And we might see a situation where E3 is really put under fire in terms of people not wanting to go and there's just no attendees.
We will not go to E3 if it looks like it's going to be a problem with this.
If this is like World War Z, I don't think we'll...
Do you know what's funny though? Okay, this is a true story. Someone in my Twitch chat mentioned the other day that China is actually destroying its paper money because...
Or cleansing it, right?
Or disinfecting it because they feel like it's a way of spreading the virus. And I was like, ha, that can't be true. That's the plot of The Division. And I swear to God, it is the plot of The Division, where some guy engineered some virus in a lab and then he put it on some money and then the money went into circulation during the Black Friday sales and then the world collapsed. That's the plot of The Division, and that's literally what's happening now with coronavirus. Video games, man.
Video games.
Pay attention.
Simpsons got it right before, but video games are getting it right now.
Do you reckon The Last of Us is actually what happens post-coronavirus? Ooh. Maybe that's why they cancelled it. They're
Maybe.
We've seen the future. Are these jokes in bad taste?
I don't know.
Have we crossed the line?
Who knows?
Let's end the episode before people get upset.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Bye.
We love you guys.